Hello, this is Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger with another California report. Now we are now a month into the new fiscal year and still California has no budget. So that means that we are 1 month late. Now in the meantime we are spending $52.5 million a day more than we are taking in. So the budget deficit goes up and up and up. And there continues to be a fundamental philosophical difference between myself and some of the legislators. I want to cut spending, reform our budget and pension systems, and force government to live within its means. The other side is just demanding more spending, more borrowing, and higher taxes. Now, not only will this destroy private sector jobs and slow down our economic recovery, which is of course the opposite that we want to do, but how can the legislators justify more borrowing and more tax hikes when so many tax dollars are being wasted? For instance, when you pick up the paper, you see it all the time. The LA Times just wrote about the Robert F. Kennedy Community School in Los Angeles. 3 years ago, this project was budgeted to cost $300 million. Today, it costs $600 million, an increase of 100%, while in the last 3 years, construction costs went down by 25 to 50%. So how can this cost go up from $300 to $600 million? Compared it to the Staples Center where the Lakers play, which cost only $375 million and is a much bigger project. The LA Times also reported that $10 million was wasted in the Los Angeles school district alone because of textbooks that were lost or never even used. Now think about it, not even used. That means they're boxed up somewhere, and students that are struggling to study and to make ends meet, they don't have the textbooks, but they're boxed up somewhere. And how about the San Francisco Chronicle? It reports that California schools are wasting up to $125 million every year just to replace or repair roofs. Now, if you add all the other stuff, mowing the lawn and fixing the plumbing and replacing windows and doing all of those kind of things, $500 million is being wasted in California. This is because our schools are not going through the proper competitive bidding process. Now here's another example, which is from the Sacramento Bee. They revealed that the executive director of the California School Board Association, which is funded by public schools, by the way, which is your tax dollars, received $500,000 a year in salary. And he also was caught going to casinos and charging thousands and thousands of dollars to company credit cards, literally gambling away our children's education. We see all of this waste in our schools at a time when teachers are being laid off and class sizes are increasing because of the budget crunch that we're in. So this whole thing is crazy. The money should be going into the classroom, to the teachers and to the students. That's where the action is, in the classroom. Not having adults in the education system grabbing all of this money and wasting it. But rather than demanding accountability and rather than demanding that schools get their priorities straight, some legislators just find it easier to just borrow more and tax you more. I mean, after all, it's not their own money that's being wasted. It's someone else's money. It's your money. You see, they only know how to sign the check in the back, but not in the front. I never forget that every dollar sent to Sacramento is a dollar taken out of your wallet, away from your family. And that is why rather than raising taxes or borrowing, Sacramento must first get rid of the waste and fraud and make sure that every tax dollar is spent wisely and efficiently. And look at, for instance, the city of Bell. I mean, every time you pick up the paper, you read about that city, how they're wasting money. The city manager gets $800,000 a year, and the police chief gets almost $500,000 a year, while their property taxes are being raised all the time. Now they're so high, they're much higher than Beverly Hills. This is unfair to the people and to the taxpayers. So contact your local government officials, wherever you live, whatever city you're in, whatever county you live in, and just find out how much they are spending, and how much they're paying their officials, and how they are spending the money in general. And if they say they don't know or they can't tell you, then let me tell you, there's something then smelly. Check into it. So let's all work together and put the pressure on the legislators and city and county officials and everyone to go and to be more efficient with your money. Let's put the pressure on the legislators also to get a budget done. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you for listening.